What's up, guys? This is Paul at 12voltreview.com, and today we're looking at another radio. It's the Kenwood KDC-X697. It's Kenwood Epsilon. This radio has a 2-year warranty. The price on it averages around $179 or so, $179, $189, and it's a really nice radio. Let's get this thing out of the box, see what's all inside of it, and go from there. And this box is actually much bigger than the last radio I did, so it takes a lot more room. Comes with a remote, as I think most all radios do nowadays. Screws, and a wiring harness. Got the smaller manual, got the warranty card, and the little cloth cover for the face that attaches, and some CD keys. Here, got packing material. Plastic bag it comes in. Got the face protector. Got the installation cage, and here's the radio. There's the radio. Now let's get it all mounted up, and we'll see what the back side looks like. Okay, we got the radio turned around backwards here. As usual, you got the FM antenna plug in. Got your rear, front, and subwoofer pre-outs. 4-volt pre-outs for stronger signal into your amplifiers. Give them a much harder bass hit and higher highs. You get your fuse power connector, your Sirius XM connector, and now this one also comes with a built-in rear USB cable. When you first get it, it has this little plunger looking deal. You just pull it out, and you can get to your USB port. You can route this into your glove box, out down into like a pocket or something, or just hanging out at the bottom of your dash. Or wherever you get to it, you plug your iPhone into, you can plug a little thumb drive, Android, whatever. But other than that, that's all I see on the back. I don't see anything different. But let's get this thing turned around and powered up. Okay, we got it powered up. And does it want me to cancel demo? Press the volume knob. So that's what I'm going to do. Demo off? Yes. Alright, the first thing I noticed about this radio is the preset buttons are gone. Somebody has stolen the preset buttons. Well, I'm sure there's somewhere. Anyway, this radio actually looks much nicer. There's a lot less busyness due to the lack of buttons on the front of the radio. At first glance, I'm looking at it and I see there's no CD player, but yet there is. There's a little actual CD door that covers the entire CD slot to keep dust from flying in. You open it up, put your CD in, and once it's in there, you can just close it and it'll keep dust from flying in. It's really nice. Anyway, alright, this radio is really nice. Got a gloss black, professional look to it. Got the CD dust doors. Got a dust door for the USB. Oh, what's this? A USB in the front. But wasn't there a USB in the cable? Yes, this radio has 2 USBs. One on the front, one on the back. And it's got an aux input on the front. They don't have one on the back though. But it's got 2 USBs. One for the front, one for the back. So you can have 2 iPods. You can have 2 thumb drives, 2 Androids. Android and iPod. Android and a thumb drive. Thumb drive and an iPod. Or iPhone. Let's see, we also got your bigger source button. You click on it and it gives you a little menu. You click on it and you like scroll through to see what you want. See, I want tuner. Enter. Now it's playing the tuner. So your volume knob is starting to become more of a multi-commander style button that does everything for you. Got your channel track changing buttons here. Of course, I'm cycling through my settings there. This right here, this button right here, the little shiny one with the little purple on it, is your preset list when you're in tuner mode. Scroll down. Let's say if you want, let's say you're on 106.3. That's what the station ended up on, and you want to program it. push and hold the button down just for a few seconds, and now set to FM01, which is your FM1 channel 1. And to double check that, just click the little search button again, and now I'll set to that. If you, let's say you're on, let's say 97.7, you want to go back to your preset, go to channel 1, enter, and that's your presets. That's where they went to. They went to the over here. So it's one button, scroll through, hit, scroll, hit, and done. A through Z, we're hitting this, and it does nothing in the FM tuner. These buttons here, FM1, like it just cycles through FM and AM. Sync mode, manual, auto 1. Auto 1 automatically finds the next strongest station. Auto 2, this is the little thumbs down arrow right here. Auto 2 scrolls to your presets, and manual hits every station one at a time. So 0.5, 0.7, 0.9, 0.1 again. Alright, that's pretty much it for all the front of the radio. That's for that particular thing. If you go into the volume knob, that's where it starts getting really crazy. And because they got rid of this, you have 3 to 4 lines of information on the screen right off the bat. So you got audio control, display illumination, settings. Just use your volume knob to scroll through them. Demo mode, we turn that off. And it doesn't scroll back around, so you have to kind of go back up. So we'll start off with audio control. Go into here. You got subwoofer level. Crank that up to plus 15, negative 15. Bass level. You turn that up and down. This is your bass, mid, treble controls. We'll just skip all those. Equalizer Pro, that's where you can go in and actually tune in the hertz the way you really want to. Bass adjust, get your bass center, bass level, Q factor, and extended bass. Like that. And the same thing for middle, and treble's a little bit different. It just gives you center frequency and treble level. So it just kind of gives you a little better adjustment to your frequency. You can crank it up to really 17 kilohertz, which is just really high, or leave around 10 to 12 and get you main tweeters. After that, we got preset equalizers. That's super bass, talk, jazz, flat, stuff like that. Bass boost kind of just boosts up the level of bass, 3 times. Loudness, you got level 1, 2. Balance, fader, of course you know that is, fade to the front, fade to the back, balance left and right. And subwoofer, this is where you actually go in, you actually turn the subwoofer RCA's in the back of the radio off or on. It doesn't really matter. If it's really made for, if you just want to just hear music without the bass, this is where you go to turn off. After that, we got detailed settings. We go into here. We got high pass filter, low pass filter for the subwoofer, audio presets, volume offset, audio presets. Memory completed. I believe that what it does is it saves all your preset settings in the memory. So if something happens, if you reset the radio, I think it'll remember them. Volume offset, of course, is just a volume minimizer. By default, it's just cranked wide open, and you just turn it down if the volume of the whatever source you use is just way too high. Alright, done for the detail settings. And that's pretty much it for the audio control. Next step is display illumination. Display is select. There's different types of information in here now since you have more. The type of select, you can select how you want your display. You want the clock to show, do you want to do a spectrum analyzer, or just turn the display off altogether. Or you can have 3 lines of information. So we'll just leave it on that. Side select, and what that does is it's this little corner over here where it says ST, RT, RTX. You can make that a picture or nothing. Usually I just leave it on picture, that way it give you like something to look at. text select, you can actually select what you want in all three information here. You can select clock, date, nothing. The frequency you're running on this is just for the FM station. USB and iPod, there's different functions for all those as well. So you just leave it on whatever you want. I think, yeah. Get the up and down arrows, it'll scroll through the deal there. So clock, you can make, you can't have the same thing. You can't have clock. You know, you can have clock, date, frequency, you know, or something or whatever, or artist, album, song title. Like you can't have the same thing. So, of course, I think Radio Text Plus is different from Radio Text. All right, we have that, and status is. I think it just squeezes it down and maybe puts some like a clock or something for the makes it there or something. Oh, that's all that for that information. Next is color select. Color select all means everything that's illuminated, whatever color, all that's going to change to one color. Display is just for the display only, and the keys is all this stuff around the display. So you can have the display purple and the rest of it gold if you're an LSU fan, or whatever sports colors you like, you can program that into the radio. Display illumination off, and all it does is just turn it off so you see less stuff on the radio. Alright, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, no, display dimmer. Okay, you can actually turn it down if it's like too bright at night. Contrast, this is actually a different feature. It changes the way the screen looks. It starts off with 10, and you can blare it out. This is good for sunlight control. Now you get that driving in your one certain angle to the sunlight and just shining right on your radio, and it's blurring out the letters. You can see nothing. You can use the contrast to fix that. Also at night too as well. Display negative and positive. Right now it's -1. Do -2. It's the same. Yeah, it just reverses the color. Either the letters will be red, or the whole screen will be red and the letters will be black. So they're usually just -1 or negative. After that, they got text scroll. Of course, that's just auto. If the song title, user name title is longer than the screen, it'll scroll across the screen. Got once, off. Auto, it just keeps scrolling. Once, it just does it once, it stops. Or off, it don't scroll at all. So it's up to you and however you want it. More information, illumination dimmer. Makes the illumination a little bit dimmer, like for the keys. Illumination effect. There's off and on. I think that's actually I don't know what that means. I have to look it up and see. That's it. So pretty much illumination effect. You won't even worry about all that, because unless you really like the mess of everything. The next is settings. Go to settings. You got sync mode, which we did already. Auto memory. What auto memory does is when you tell it to go ahead and do it, it'll automatically find the first 6 stations and program to your first 6 presets on the FM. Mono, never have to worry about all that. PTY search, probably never have to worry about that. TI, triple information, I'm not sure what that means. Clock and date, of course you know what that means, changing the clock, changing the date, really keeping your radio up to date. That's it. That's all that for that menu. Demo mode. That's it. And on this radio now supports what's called iHeartRadio. It's an app that you can download on your iPhone or Android. And what it does is, if there's a radio station out there that's running through iHeartRadio, you can listen to their actual radio station, and probably commercials as well. I'm sure about the commercials. So if there's a radio station in Los Angeles and you're living in Florida, and they're using iHeartRadio, you can listen to their programming in Florida. No charge, it's free. The only thing you'll be using is the data services on your phones. Of course, this radio also has Pandora, which only works for the iPhone or iPod only. It's Sirius XM ready. You have to buy an extra part. Plugs in. Once it's plugged in, then the radio will start recognizing that there's an extra module and gives you one more feature in the tuner list. Dual USBs, as I said, one's in the front, one's in the back. CD player, USB. But that's all for this radio. It's really nice looking. I like the gloss, the less busyness. I mean, there's a little bit of a learning curve to it, but once the radio's set, then you don't have to worry about it. You just use the remote and drive down the road and listen to me. Oh, okay, everybody, this is the Kenwood KDC-X697. Real nice radio. It's got, Pandora, Sirius XM ready. It's got iHeartRadio, dual Illumination, and 2-year warranty. High volt pre-option. What more can you ask besides Bluetooth? It doesn't come with Bluetooth. If you're not really deep Bluetooth and you want something with nice multi-line information, this could be the radio for you. But anyway, this is Paul with 12voltreview.com. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a super day, and please subscribe.